Do you ever wonder why you keep falling into the same old traps? Believe it or not, the answer might be hiding right in plain sight. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a powerful tool that can revolutionize your personal growth journey. It's all about identifying the hidden obstacles that are sabotaging your progress. So let's get started. In this episode, we will discuss the importance of understanding your obstacles. We'll explore the common misconceptions around the healing process, and we will break down the HALT acronym and other obstacles that tend to get in our way. So, whether you're struggling with bad habits, trying to reach a goal, or want to improve your overall well being, this video is for you. What is holding you back? When you look at the areas that you want to change in your life, what are the barriers that tend to get in your way? When do you tend to fail the most and why? You see, the key to making real progress lies in your curiosity, your willingness to ask questions, and to look into the finer details of what leads to your failure. The healing process. You see, the healing process comes with some common misconceptions. And if you think about it, it makes sense because depending on what you're healing from, that process is going to look different. The process of recovery for a broken leg will look different from the common cold. One of the common misconceptions that we make is that we treat healing from brain health as a linear process, meaning we have a start and a finish that is direct. Another misconception or mistake that we make is we treat brain health like the common cold. You see, we've all been to that place before. We've been there a time or two where we get a cold and we go to the doctor. When the doctor comes in, they may ask us about our condition. They may perform a few tests, take some blood, and then generally they'll write us a prescription. We take that prescription to the pharmacy, they give us our medication, and we may take that medication for like 7 to 14 days. And by the time that we finish that medication, most of the time we're well. You see, in her book Reset, Deborah Flatus says that instead of the process being linear, the process of healing is actually cyclical, meaning it is more like one step forward, 3 steps back, a few steps forward. It is more like trial and error. The HALT acronym, which stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. The successful 12-step recovery group, Alcoholics Anonymous, teaches their members an acronym to help their people know their enemies or to know their obstacles. The first letter in the acronym is H for hungry. Now, I don't know about you, but this will often cause irritability in myself. It will cause mood swings. I've seen it cause poor decision making. It's such a thing that they've actually phrased a term combining hungry and angry, and you've probably heard it. It's called hangry. The next letter is A for angry, and anger will often cause questionable decisions that lead to regret. Anger will suppress our ability to think clearly. Anger will often trigger the fight or flight response. Now, what's interesting about anger is that there are often other emotions behind the anger, such as fear, hurt, insecurity, or shame. Continuing on with the HALT acronym, we have L for lonely. Loneliness will often cause people to feel like they're lacking support and care from others. It will cause them to feel desperate, leading to unhealthy decisions. Some examples of those are excessive time on social media, which in turn make them feel worse. It will lead to unhealthy relationships, to affairs, to unhealthy substance use, to pornography, to shopping, gambling, etc. Last in the acronym is T for tired. Now, tired, I don't know about you, but being tired often I will see that it impedes both my moral judgment and my decision making. It makes it difficult to distinguish between healthy and unhealthy decisions. The SBR acronym. In her book Reset, Deborah Fileta talks about an acronym that she adds on to the HALT acronym. And the SBR acronym stands for sick, bored, or reward. S for sick. When we are sick, we tend to make poor, abnormal decisions that we normally wouldn't make. And something that you've probably seen, I certainly have, is if you've ever gone to the doctor or had a procedure done, like a major procedure, often they will say that you shouldn't make big life-altering decisions for a certain number of hours. And this is why. Next up is B for bored. When people are bored, we do some weird things. This often causes people to overeat, to misuse substances, and make poor choices. Maybe you've been there. You're watching your favorite show, you're watching a favorite movie or a new movie, and you want something to munch on. And so you will often eat something even though that you're not hungry. Next up is R for reward. So where this behavior comes in is when people use a negative or harmful behavior as a reward. This often will cause people to overeat, misuse substances, and make poor choices. So an example of this is maybe a person has had a really tough day or tough week, and they feel like they deserve their favorite treat. Maybe a person has had a really great day or a really great week, and they want to celebrate, so they justify doing a certain negative or harmful behavior as the reward. In this exercise, we are going to identify our obstacles. In the first part, you're going to need a piece of paper, or you're going to need to open up the Notes app on your phone. We're going to map out our day from beginning to end, all of our activities during the day. And we're going to note the time of day for any unwanted behavior, decisions, or activities. We're going to describe any observations that we make as we're doing this. We're going to list them out. We're going to give it a description, like what's going on, whatever you notice. And we're going to list any particular times that we're more vulnerable than others. So that's part one. Part two is, of the obstacles that you listed, which tend to sabotage your growth and your goals. And then part A is, you may need another piece of paper for this, or you may need to make some extra space in your notes. And we're going to write out the acronym HALT SBR. And part B of this is, for each letter, we're going to create an action plan. And we're going to pay special attention to the areas that we struggle with. Some examples of action plans for this is, for H, hungry. If you struggle with getting hungry, which causes you to make some questionable decisions, we're going to keep a snack with us. We're going to pay special attention not to go more than 3 hours without eating. And then another example would be R for reward. We're going to plan out healthy rewards when we hit a certain milestone. If we have a great day, if we have a great week, we're going to have a healthy option to reward ourselves. Verse for reflection. There is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Romans 8:1. All right, let's review what we've learned. In this episode, we discussed the importance of understanding our obstacles. We broke down the HALT acronym and other obstacles that tend to get in our way. And we explored the common misconceptions around the healing process. So whether you're struggling with bad habits, trying to reach a goal, or want to improve your overall well-being, we hope that this video has been helpful for you.